Okay. Well, hello, Winona. How are you, darling? Darling, how are you? Um, I downloaded Hangouts and looked you up. I sent you something, not sure what, as I'm unaware of how to use the app. Okay. Wait, can you hear me okay, honey? Is it good? A-okay? um, Let me grab my phone here and see what it says, okay? Let me see if I got a message from you. From that? Does that sound like a plan? Like the plan? Oh my god. I'm delirious. Don't worry about me. How are doing? How are did you forget you? How are you doing? I like to say, how are doing? That's how my ex used to say it. How are doing? Okay, my phone's at 90%. That's good enough for right now. My soci got his vaccine tag here. Um, it's good for a year, so I'm so excited. Um, got nightmare stories about the damn vet, though. They piss me off. Um, how are you doing? I have my little fan here. Oh my gosh, it doesn't blow enough air, but it is pretty hot here right now. It's almost 8 o'clock. Let me see. Um, okay. Let me see, honey. Let me see if I can find you. Let me see if I can find. Hi, Donna. You haven't been here in a while. It's nice to see you. I don't have any requests, honey. Um, Winona, I don't have. You forgot how to write sentences. I don't have any requests in my Hangouts from you. What the heck? Hold on. Sorry, I'm vaping like a fanatic, you guys. Seriously. Wait, what's my other one? What's the other one under? Yeah, that one's under. Yeah, that's the same one. Why am I not seeing any? Okay, you know what you can do, Winona? You can give me your email or the name you use on there. Just never use your legal name. Um, and I can search for you. Oh, maybe I can do that now. Hold on. I found you. Woohoo! I found you. Request may be spam. If you accept the invite, she can add you to other conversations and see your full profile. Okay. Why do they do that? Okay. I got it, honey. It says I've accepted it? Uh, no. I got something that's saying, I don't want to say your email though. So did you say, I think I have it? Anyone here? Question mark. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing, sweetie, is uh, I think this is what I'm going to do. Everyone needs to know this. I think what I'm going to do for our private group for now, and this is just temporary, but I think for right now, I want to make a private group for us girls. Does that sound like a plan? I think having an all girl group would be kind of cool. And then, of course, at some point, we'll let the guys come in, but um, and then I'll have another group for the guys, and the guys can have conversations together. Oh, it says I haven't. Okay. Okay, well, that's the right one then, sweetie. You guys, I came across this book today. Has anyone heard of it? By Jenny Allen? It's a New York Times bestseller. Not that I like the New York Times, but get out of your head. Stop the spiral of toxic thoughts. So I'm going to read this to you. And I thought about for our girls group, we could read this book. Are your thoughts holding you captive? I'll never be good enough. Other people have better lives than I do. God couldn't really love me. Jenny Allen knows what it's like to swirl in a spiral of destructive thoughts, but she also knows we don't have to stay stuck in toxic thinking patterns. As she divorced in her own life, God built a way for us to escape that downward spiral. Freedom comes when we refuse to be victims to our thoughts and realize we have already been equipped with power from God to fight and win the war for our minds. In Get Out of Your Head, Jenny inspires and equips us to transform our emotions, our outlook, and even our circumstances by taking control of our thoughts. Our enemy is determined to get in our heads, to make us feel helpless, overwhelmed, and incapable of making a difference for the kingdom of God. But when we submit our minds to Christ, the promises and goodness of God flood our lives in remarkable ways. It starts in your head, and from there, the possibilities are endless. So, I'm excited about this book. I am so excited about. Did I just hear so's? Donna, Jenny, I miss you. How are you doing, honey? How are you feeling, sweetheart? Yes, for us ladies, I mean, even guys, the whole pandemic too changed a lot of people. And all they had was time to sit and think. And so here's a couple of bullet points she's got here. How what you believe about God shapes how you think of yourself. The negative thought patterns that are keeping you stuck. How to hold space for silence and community and why they matter. The science behind why your thoughts can change your life and your God-given power to confront and overcome your fears. Sosie says, hi. Hi, baby. What are you doing? Hi. You want to say hello? Want to say hello? Hey, want to say hello? You got to come here. Hey, up here. Up here, baby. Say hi. Okay, I know, baby. Say hi. I know. What do you need, babe? Ugh. Come on. Ugh. Sloppy. Sosie. Okay, there. That's better. Ooh, who's that? Who's that? Can you see Sosie in there? Sos, who's that? Who is that? Okay, quit sniffing. Quit licking. Quit. No. Okay, no. No. No, I don't need a bath, honey. It's okay. Who's that? Who is that? Do you see Sos? Who is that? Are you handsome? Look at that handsome boy. Look at that handsome boy. He's like, I just think I'll sit here and stare at myself. So yesterday I took him to get his vaccines. Oh, it was a nightmare. I was there for like 2.5 hours. The new vet sucks. The old vet retired. He was there 36 friggin' years. He was amazing with our pets. This guy, he didn't even bond with him. He didn't even he didn't give him an exam. He didn't feel his belly. He didn't look in his freaking ears, which is what I needed him to do. It's like he was afraid of him. He has no business working with animals. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. You wouldn't hurt a fly, Sos. You wouldn't hurt a fly. You're such a good boy. Okay, let me see what you guys are talking about. So cute. I have missed you too. I'm doing good. How's your hubby? So, hi, Picker. I got Jenny. I got the friggin' disposable off of there, cleaned it all out, got all of the, they are good looking dogs, right? I got all the gunk. Oh, it was nasty. Put it back, plugged it back in, and it started smelling like burning plastic. It smelled horrible. And then it started smoking a little bit. So I'm like, you know, it's done. So I got to get a new one. He is 2.5, Donna. He's 2.5. And he is the sweetest boy ever. He's very needy, though. He loves his grandma. He's spoiled rotten. Are you spoiled rotten? Are you spoiled rotten? I love you. I love you. Thank you. So I took the prescriptions that the vet gave me after arguing with him about it for a while. I took them to Bartell's, and the ladies said, yeah, they have a couple of those medications in, and it's the same for humans, so they could go ahead and fill them. So I dropped them off. They call me and they say, I don't know where the vet got this prescription pad, but it's not legal. It has to have a Washington stamp on it, and I mean it has his number, his license number and all that stuff, but she's like, these are from like the 90s. So I don't know if that's what the other doctor used. I don't know. But she said, you need to call them and they need to call us and okay these prescriptions. Hi, Native. All pets should be spoiled rotten. Oh my gosh. You guys, I need to find a third job to frickin' be able to afford this one. Oh, here's another thing. Oh my gosh. The last time, a couple months ago, I took him to the vet. The first time I wanted his ears to be looked in, that they couldn't do. They told me I had to take him home and knock him out and bring him back because they couldn't do it. They couldn't look in his ears. He weighed 110 pounds. Yesterday, he weighs 130.8 pounds. And I'm like, how in the hell is that possible? I take him on WALKs every day. You got a new job. I work from. Nice, Donna. Congratulations, honey. That's what I want. I'm so tired of working out there, man. I really am. I would love to just work from home, but I don't know what kind of jobs I can get. What kind of job can you get working from home? And a lot of them, I mean, yours isn't obviously, but a lot of them I've looked at and tried to, get information on are like scams, just a bunch of crap. So I'm glad you found one that's good. Look at my hair. It's finally growing, you guys. It's taking a long time, but it's finally growing. I can't do much with it right now. Oh, really? Really, baby? Hold on. What do you got on your face? Ew. Hold on. Ow. So I have to share something with you guys. I'm really excited about this gal that has been talking to me. She prays with me and for my family. And she goes to the church that my brother goes to. I saw her the other day. And you know what she said, you guys? Thank you, Jenny. My daughter just got hired working from home as a customer service worker for. Really, Winona? How do they pay? And what does she do? Like sales calls or something? Or I used to work for assistant living. Now I work from home. It's hard work, but fun. Always busy and get great. I need a job like that. That would be great, Winona. So, thank you, honey. So this lady talked to me. You know what she said, you guys? I was so humbled because I've shared with her some things. My brother, shared some things with her about our family and me and stuff like that. And you know what she asked me? She's like, you know what would be amazing if you could do? And I'm like, what? And I'm like, something I could do? Wait, for the church or what? She said, for the women's group. She said, I would love it for you to come and give your testimony. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I don't think I could do that. Like I can do that here on camera, but I could not stand up. I don't think so yet. I'm not that confident yet where I could stand up in a room full of women and share my testimony. For one, I'd be worried about ugly crying because you know how we all ugly cry. I'd be worried I'd start crying and I wouldn't be able to stop. I don't know. But she said, you are a perfect example of how God works in people's lives. She goes, everything you've been through and God's with you still now. And you're seeking him. But I mean, I need to get better about my walk with God, definitely. Like I need to devote more time to him and less time to social. No, I'm just kidding. She does returns and customers call her if they have a plan. Oh my gosh. How do people find these jobs? I guess it's just I don't have time. Any time I have, any extra time, I try to make my phone calls, to my friends or my family. I talk to a couple of people from YouTube and I come on here. Anytime I have any extra time, that's what I do. Like tomorrow, I have to go down and stay a couple days for my other job, which my boss told me he's not going to be able to use me as much because he's having financial issues with his business. So I'm like, great. So now I have to find a different second job. So I'm really seeking. I'm going through a lot, just like many people are. A lot of people are very close to becoming homeless. You know, just the economy right now. I guess it's the worst it's been in 40 years. Hey, bee lady, how are you, honey? You're stronger than you think. Thank you. Donna, that would be great. Picker, can you drop my email, honey? And Donna, if you want to be added to our group, we're gonna start for my members. We're gonna start chatting off of YouTube and on Hangouts where we can cam up. You don't have to cam up if you don't want to. You can just use your voice, but that way we can kind of get to know each other a little bit better, share things with each other. It will be like a support group for people who may need prayer, may need, just support through things. They may want to share things. Maybe they don't have anyone else to share things with. That's what I want it to be. It does, B lady. My kids are doing okay, native. Good, I guess. My daughter's gonna be coming staying here. Oh, Picker. That's not my Jenny. You're on Hangouts? Yes, I believe so, honey. You guys, I have so many people on Hangouts. It's not funny. From years ago too that I don't even talk to anymore. Yes, you're here. Wait, I didn't get your last message. Oh, look at how cute you were. I mean, you still are. Oh, I like those clothes. I haven't seen these. Oh, I like that. I like the cardigan too. It's really cute. The other email. Oh, that's nice, Donna. That's really nice. Bella, how will we know when this Hangouts group is meeting? I will let you guys know. Well, what we do, B Lady, is once I have it up and going, hopefully by the end of the weekend, um, you'll get notifications in the group. You guys, even if I'm not around, if I'm busy working or whatever, people can just chat in there and leave messages, and everyone will see them. So don't put anything in there that you don't want anyone else to see. You are cute. Yeah, so there's my email. I need to get a different email actually. Sosa, what I love him, you guys. I do, with all my heart. But I'm telling you, when I'm trying to concentrate on something else, and he's sitting right here, and it's triggering to me. It's like annoying as hell. Sosa, go over there. You know, sometimes like nails on a chalkboard, so that really drives some people crazy. This drives me nuts. Go drink some water, babe. Go drink some water. Look at his face. Go drink some water. Why don't you just go drink some water? Can you do that? Can you go drink some water? Can you? What what are you doing? Do you want to go sleep or do you want to go outside? Do you want to go potty? Do you have to go potty? No? You don't have to go potty? What? He's killing me. It is. You're right. That is. That's how they cool themselves off. Yeah. Um. So what was I saying about? I was saying something about. I said he's so spoiled. I set a fan up for him in his room. He has his own bed, like a double. Is it a queen bed? He's got his own bed. He's got his own fan. He's got his own toys all in there. He has. He's spoiled rotten. Just saying. He has it better than I do. Oh yeah, so I was telling you about my boss. So he said he thought he had 50K left on this line of credit that he pays people with, and he's like, it's down to zero, and he doesn't know how that happened. But well, they had 100K, but between him and the guy that he has hired for him, they each used it for business costs, and he said it's gone. So now he says to pay his employees, he's going to have to either sell some stocks or he's going to have to dip into his savings. And he's like, that's not right. He goes, that's my retirement. I don't know. So that's how it's getting the economy, you guys. It's like, people just aren't making it anymore. I know the way he looks at you. Oh my gosh. Native, are you kidding me? Him and Piper cannot stand him. Like, I don't know how you can't. He just wants to play with her. And she's like, foo. No. So, but when we're at the PARK or something, they do play and chase each other. Where's Piper? See, he knows her name. Where's Piper? Look at him. Do you know where she is? Do you know where your sister is? It's not his sister, but do you know where your cousin is? Where's Piper? Look, he gets all serious. Oh, and when I say AUNTIE, he'll run downstairs to see if she's here. Let's see if he does. I don't want to do that to him. Sosa, where's Auntie? Where's Auntie? Where's Auntie? Do you know where Auntie is? Oh, he's not listening. He's not doing it today. Good. Quit staring at yourself. Why are you so conceited? Where's Auntie? I wish you could see his pretty eyes. You can't see his eyes. Why are you so handsome? Are you my boyfriend? Are you my boyfriend? Are you my boyfriend? Where's Auntie? Where's Auntie? There he goes. Okay. Oh, I know. Poor financial planning. Yeah, a lot of smaller manufactured independent restaurants and cafes. That's the same reason I got laid off from my job. It's terrible. So yeah, I'm going to have to find something else and maybe a third job. Like I said, it really sucks. I mean, if I could ever get famous on YouTube, I'm kidding. That will never happen, nor do I ever, I would never expect that to happen, nor do I care for that to happen. So I kind of wanted to talk to you guys. When I planned this live, I had something in my thoughts, and I'm just going to share it with you, my experience, okay? Uh, take it for what you will. If anyone, if any of you have small children, okay. So I'm still learning, even though my kids are 22 and 24. I'm still learning the mistakes I've made and how it's affected them. So we'll take my son for instance, because he's the one who's having it the hardest right now. Oh, let's see. I have bookkeeping. Well, I'd have to brush up on them though. Bookkeeping, retail, banking. What else have I done? Promotional work. Um, what else? Grocery. I don't know. But Donna, the problem is I used to be a bookkeeper for a huge chain, right? Restaurant. And but that was so many years ago. Like I did the ordering of the food, I did payroll, I did all of it. And I was so damn good at it too. But if I don't know. So what I really would like to do is just to go back to school to take some, business classes, you know? I think that would help me a lot. Your mistakes are in the past. Time to think about the current and future. You need a resume to be. I have a resume actually, but I think I want to change it a little bit. I think some things need to be. I used to work for a post office a long time ago. I couldn't handle that in the summer. It was ridiculously hot. Ugh. And they don't give you air conditioning in those little tin cars you drive, the trucks. So I got heat stroke and I ended up hitting a I hit a mailbox. But just the door, I was backing up to close, the lock key door, the lock ones, and it was still open. And I backed up and so yeah, that wasn't good. Anyway, so yes, but B lady, even though it's in the past, I can still learn from it today and make it look at, it can, if I'm looking at myself and the mistakes that I've made, then I can understand things. I was talking to my counselor about this today. I'm able to identify why I did things I did, why it was important me to do it that way, and do I need to change it? Yeah, Jenny, it wasn't good. I mean, it wasn't even too bad though. It just broke the lock part. And then yeah, it was terrible. I got heat stroke. It was miserable. I don't do good in the heat. So here's the thing. If you have a child, say, I know terrible twos and threes and all that, sometimes they act like this. But if it continues into junior high school, there's a problem. I want you guys to learn from my mistakes, okay? um B lady, I didn't wreck the truck. I wrecked the lock. B lady, be nice to me. Um So learn from my mistakes. If you have little ones and they want this, they want that, and maybe say you and your husband or you and your significant other don't have a wonderful, loving relationship, right? You're being the mom, you're taking care of the kids, you're doing everything for the house, and he's going to work and coming home, and he doesn't really get involved with anything. So what do moms typically do when they don't know better? They try to make up for what their kids aren't getting from the father, or she's making up for the guilt she has for the relationship of the whole family dynamic maybe not working. And so you feel bad for the kids. And so my son, to be happy, I didn't look at it like this at the time, but now I'm like, he does what a lot of people, he was doing what a lot of people do. A lot of women do it. A lot of guys do it. They shop to make themselves feel better. So there would be this pair of shoes he just had to have. $120 pair of shoes that he was going to outgrow probably in 6 months. 4 or 5 pair of those. How many other things did he have to have? And I would justify it by, well, we don't take them on trips. They don't get to go on trips, really. We just go camping. That's our trips. And, well, they don't get to spend a lot of time with dad. So I would buy them. It was mainly him. And you know why? It's because he's the one that pushed it and pushed it and pushed it. My daughter didn't ask for anything. My son was completely the opposite. He wanted everything he could get. And, I did start to realize a little bit later, too late, that he wasn't happy, and he was trying to fill that void with things. And he even said that at one point. I think he was in 7th grade, and he finally realized, these things make me happy, but I know it's only temporary. It doesn't make it any better. It doesn't make them feel any more secure. It doesn't fill any void inside. They think it does for that moment, but it doesn't. And I wish I could go back and completely change it all. Change every way. Not every way I raised him, because I raised him pretty good, I think. But he was a spoiled brat. I'll just say that. He was a spoiled brat. And it's always the kid or always the person that screams the loudest. Figure of speech. So it's like with my older brother. My mom, as an adult with him, would do and do and do and do and do for him, because he was the one who was demanding. So we tend to take more attention toward that child who's more demanding. And unfortunately, in this process, our other child or children don't get our attention. And that's terrible. And I've apologized to my daughter so many times that, honey, I'm sorry that so much of my attention went to your brother. And it's like, he was the one who demanded it. I didn't say that he demanded it to her, but you know what I mean. Jenny, you shop to fill your void. Bee Lady says it's chocolate cake and everything is 100% wonderful. I'm working on it this class. You're so structured, Bee Lady. I love it. Winona says, I overcompensated with my 31-year-old and paid dearly for it. See? That's what happened. What do you need? You guys, I'm sorry. Can you chat amongst yourselves? Picker, you can hold down the fort. Whoever. He's needing something. My son, Native, honey. My son's 2 years older than my daughter. And here's the thing. My daughter came home from the hospital on my son's second birthday. So that's what he got for his birthday, and a party, of course. But he got his sister coming home. And so everyone was like, oh, little baby. And that's not the day she was due to come home. But like I said, there were complications with her. So she had to stay in the hospital for 10 days. So that's why she came home later. So I want to read your comments, but I need to see what do you need, baby? What do you need, honey? What do you need? Come on. What do you need? Let's go. What do you need? Supposed to go potty? Supposed to go potty? You have to go potty? You have to go potty? Thanks, you guys, for your patience. I appreciate it. Okay. I had to let him out and I had to feed him. I will read your comments. So I would also have guilt from, you know, the period of time that I was using opiates, Mm. You know, even though I was there and physically, I would go to all the games and the practices and be involved with school and everything. When those times that you don't have your opiates and all you can do, like, you're barely hanging on each day, and maybe your kids want to go play, they want to go do something, and you just can't because you can't, you're feeling sick. There was days like that I still, feel bad about. Hi, Robert. She got food. 12 years, B lady. I was on, like I said, it started with tramadol. Then they moved me to hydrocodone. Then they moved me to Percocet. Then they upped it to OxyContin. And I went through that whole process for 12 years. Um, Winona, what other channels do you like watching, honey? Mm-hmm. For the fibromyalgia, I had the hysterectomy. I had endometriosis. I had these. I had legitimate issues, but just because you have those things, after a while, the pain meds aren't going to work. You'll need more and more and more to, because your body builds up that tolerance to it. So people that are on these opiates, my doctor would tell me a lot of times, when you've been taking opiates for so many years and then you get off of them, and your brain, your receptors and everything have a chance to heal, then you actually feel better. Like, the pain isn't as bad, because once you take those opiates, your brain is what's the word I'm looking for, is taught to not be able to handle any pain. See, oh, I have some pain, I gotta pop a pill, and then that takes that pain away. So your body can't handle the pain naturally. What I miss? Winona, subscribe to you, B lady. Her uncle died when he was 54 from a drug overdose, and my mom lives an hour and a half away and is a serious hoarder. I want to help her, but I'm so overwhelmed, and my dad isn't. Jenny, that's hard. You're in a hard spot. So I guarantee, you don't have to answer this, but you have codependent issues, huh? Um, are you one who likes to try to fix everything and make everyone get along and do all that? Mm-hmm. B lady, you did to kill the same level of pain. Oh, you were taking pain medicine too, B lady? You know, hey, they made it so accessible to us, you know? Mm-hmm. Sorry. You can probably hear the little crunches, huh? I'm sorry. Yeah, but Jenny, you know what? It's people like us that go through a lot and have been through a lot of trauma, um, that end up to be very empathetic. It seems like everybody on YouTube calls himself an empath, and I think most of them don't even know what it means. Mm. B lady, you didn't like them? Some people don't. And you never get that feeling again that you got, you know, the first time you ever tried them. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I miss having nights like this where, you know, we can just sit and talk. I feel like remember I used to go live every night? I mean, I'm glad I don't do that anymore because, I mean, we had fun, but you guys, it's hard to keep people entertained. Seriously. You know, it really is. It's like, you don't always know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, but there are some things also I want to share with you guys. Now, I have to be careful about censorship, okay? But some of these things, um, I think would be beneficial to know. All right. Hoarding, Jenny, my ex mother in law, she was a huge hoarder. And like I've said before, I don't know how many times I went over and cleaned out her place. Um, Literally got it. So she had a nice big walkway because she had to clear a path to walk in her place. I don't know how many times she's fallen down. It was terrible. Um, right, Winona, by design, exactly. But we have a ton of storage space, 4 barns, and a huge lot. Oh my, B lady, that's where I'd want to live, in the loft over the garage. Do you keep all that, B lady? The son's Boy Scout uniforms, all the toys, bikes, skateboards. My kids are like, my daughter wants to throw out everything. And I'm like, no, keep that. Like, that's from when you were a little girl. So I'm never going to use it. She wants to throw it out. She doesn't have any emotional attachment to things, which is good, I guess. But and my son's the opposite. Like, he'll keep crap that doesn't mean anything, but he doesn't care about the little baby clothes from maybe when you have a baby. He's like, Mom, I don't want to. I can imagine, be lady, and I couldn't do it at my age. It's June, July, August, September. 4 more months. I'll be 54. I can't do it. There's so many things I cannot do. She also has very little furniture in her house. She wouldn't let me hire movers to move her stuff because of how packed her old apartment. Does she cry when you want to throw things away? Now, I'm not making fun. I'm saying that's what my mother-in-law would do. She would cry because she'd be so overwhelmed if we were cleaning through stuff and say an old newspaper from 20 years ago was in there, and we'd be like, okay, you don't need this, or an old flippin' just like a coupon or something that came in the mail. She literally has to look at everything and decide, do I want to keep it? Do I not? A rubber band, everything. It's nuts. So, I mean, she went through all of her money, all of her retirement, all of the money she got from her ex on shopping. And unfortunately, I wasn't in town when my husband and the kids went over there to help her move out of her place into this, assisted living place. But I mean, because he said, come on over, if there's anything you want to keep, and so they ended up just getting rid of pretty much all of it that wouldn't fit in her new apartment. And she had so many things in boxes that she never had even opened. She didn't even know she had. And talk about her quilting room, forget about it. I couldn't even tell you how many tens of thousands, probably dollars, she spent on material and quilting shit. Aw, bee lady, you're so sweet. Yeah, my mother-in-law. Mm-hmm. Um, and it's a disease. It is. Um, it's the attachment to things, there again. So some people have, addiction to drugs, smoking, drinking, these people have addiction to shopping, or they have a very unhealthy relationship with crap, spend it all. Yep. Sickening. She had a lot of money. And then the guy who was handling her finances, who lived, I think she said he was in California, somehow she got taxed on $100,000 that she supposedly withdrew from her IRA or some account, right? It was all at one time. So it's not like 10,000, 5,000, 20,000, 30. Not like that. It was 100,000. She got taxed on for taking it out, or penalized or something, a penalty fee. She says she did not take out $100,000, and I believe her. Like, I couldn't imagine her just taking 100,000 out of the bank. Well, I told her, where is that guy now? Your finance dude. Oh, I haven't talked to him in a long time. He's gone. I think she got ripped off. I think the guy ripped her off and took off. Yeah. And it's so sad, But can you imagine feeling like that? You know? I mean, I might have just a little touch of hoarding, but I don't know, because I've noticed as I'm getting older, I'm wanting to get rid of more things. So, I don't know. There are certain things that I can't part with. We both worked our butts off for 30 years each, all types of overtime hours, and 2 homes paid for, so we could have something that was ours in case the system goes to try, which it is. So I'm glad you're in a good spot, bee lady. Jenny, yep, she retired at the, with the government. She had a government job. And she, all on QVC. Now, the QVC stuff is my mom. My mom. She said she's doing really good about not using her cards. She's not going to spend anymore. So she was using drugs, sadly, and her boyfriend. Wait, your mom's was, Jenny? Your ex-mother-in-law had the same problem. She was basically alone. It's hard to watch. And the grandkids couldn't come over to her house. Are you kidding me? They'd probably play and fall and break their necks. Like, it wasn't safe. So, it got to the point we didn't do Christmases over at her place anymore. There was no visiting over there. It's just really sad. Really sad, sad situation. Drugs are a bad deal no matter how you look at it. Good for you. She had a boyfriend who had his own house. Okay. Not me, what, honey? B lady, you said Bella, not you. Did I miss something? You guys, the pollen is terrible. Your grandparents raised you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All I know, you guys, is don't prepare for it to get any better anytime soon, because it's not going to. So make sure you've got food and everything. So there's a few articles. Oh, I don't have it to spend, B lady. Okay, I get it. I get what you say. Most women who are alone. Yeah. So I think I'm doing pretty good. Hi, Gigi. Nice to see you. I think I can't. I'm the kind of person, if my bills aren't paid, I can't handle it. That's the first thing I want to pay. But if I had a bunch of extra money, would I want to go blow it? No, probably not. I like to buy myself, something nice every once in a while, because we work our asses off. I do too. Sometimes 3 jobs if I have to, but for sure 2. And it's been that way for quite a while. And so, do I like to every once in a while get myself something? Yeah, but it's not too often, because then I feel guilty after I do it. And having the extra expense of Sosa, like I said, going to the vet was $150 yesterday for him. And then I had to buy his dog food today, and I get him good dog food at the Petco. Just all the things that you have to do for an animal. Getting him fixed, that was expensive. And so all that burden kind of ended up on me, because my son wasn't doing it. He had to get all of his vaccines again yesterday. So it's like, I can't let him go without having, without being taken care of like he needs to be. So that then I have to work even extra hard for that, because I have a budget. Sorry, Gigi. You said you had that comment. You said you hadn't been here in a while, 3 years or so, or you hadn't commented. Well, you've watched me though. You said so. I vape. So sorry if it's offensive, but she had 13 homes. I wish I owned my own home instead of rented this damn place. She passed. Oh, I think I was already divorced from her son. Oh, but still, yeah, I'm sure you cared for her. Or if it was like me, a monster-in-law. That's what she was. Um, do I think he'll ever help? I think when he gets his life together and figures out what in the hell he wants to do. But what's hard, you guys, is the fact that I'm learning boundaries for myself that I've never had. I've never had boundaries in my life. And so now, like my counselor told me, she said, nobody's used to you having these boundaries. So when you start standing up for yourself and you stick to what you say and you don't let yourself be a doormat anymore, there's going to be pushback. So be prepared for it to get worse before it gets better. So I think that might be what's going on with me and my son, because I'm I'm kind of standing up and saying, hey, yes, I can loan you this money or give you this money or do this or do that, get you these groceries or whatever, but you have to understand I work a lot of hours to pay for this. So you have to figure something out, son. Like, I can't keep doing it. And he's got expensive taste, And I told him, you don't need Harleys. You don't need bikes. You don't need a really nice sports car. You need to simplify your life. But they won't. Just like us, when we were younger, people could tell us what we needed to do. We had to find out for ourselves. We had to make our own mistakes. So, I'm kind of learning. I just need to keep my mouth shut and let him figure it out. But it's hard. Yeah, financial boundaries. Hey, Paul. Ooh, baby, I love your way every day. I love that song. Want to tell you I love your way. Our 3 children grew up, finished college, and moved away. 2 are very successful. One is learning his way. It's hard to watch them, B-Lady, isn't it? It's hard to watch them make mistakes, struggle, and figure things out. But and I kind of want to tell him, son, look, you're 24. I've been here to help you. I've been here to give you a roof over your head. I've been here, to help guide you through this. But, I haven't said this to him, but sometimes I want to. It's like, be appreciative for that you have a mom that's willing to do that. My mom booted me out at 15 years old. I had to find my own way since I've been 15 years old. You can do it at 24. But it's like society's so different now, you guys. You keep your wallet closed. I love it. Well, it's hard. I tell you, I want to make sure that my kids are safe and they have food and, it's just a weird time out there. Okay. So I'm kind of going to talk about a couple of things that is what's going on in society. And then there's a couple just other little things I want to share with you that's kind of more about like, just not about society, but like there's one, what the cube test tells you about your personality. And then there's this other one. There's this little boy, you guys. I wanted to share this on here. Where'd it go? What happened to that guy? So the lettuce recall, the strawberry recall, the peanut butter recall. Now there's a tea recall. All of these foods are all of a sudden being recalled for Hep A. How that's all I can really say, you guys, is all of these foods are being recalled for hepatitis A. Now, here, just so you can kind of get an idea of what I'm dealing with here in my state. So I think I'm getting a little cool. I can turn this fan off. Why don't they just recall the entire supermarket? Well, that's probably what it's going to be happening. Everything. So get this. So where I live, you guys, is you can see why I am like having such a hard time. And it's not so easy just to pick up and move. It takes money to move as well. So it now costs $2,540 a month on average to rent a one-bedroom apartment in Tacoma, Washington. Okay, Tacoma isn't like a really nice area. I mean, it has its nice areas, but Tacoma, a lot of crime happens in Tacoma. My sister lives in Tacoma. Just beginning to come in, and we'll be going into. So you grow your own strawberries, right, B lady? So rents are up across the nation, but price increases in Tacoma are outpacing many other larger cities. Tacoma, Washington. Hi, Marie. Good to see you. Yeah, Tacoma's a big city. Uh, so Tacoma, Washington is a great place to live. There are plenty of things to do. The weather is mild and the scenery is beautiful. Unfortunately, however, finding affordable housing in the city is becoming increasingly difficult. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is $2,540 per month, and prices are only going up. For many people, this price is simply not affordable. As a result, they are being forced to move out of Tacoma or live in substandard housing. This is a shame because Tacoma is a wonderful place to call home. Hopefully, the city will be able to find a way to make housing more affordable for everyone. Don't know how. According to the latest figures from Rent.com, average apartments rents in Tacoma have increased significantly over the past year. Studios are up 7% from last year, while one-bedroom and two-bedroom units have seen increases of 19 and 20% respectively. The data also shows that only 3% of the Tacoma rental market offers units with monthly rents between $700 and $1,000, while half of the market offers unit rents with $2,100 and above. While these figures may be discouraging for renters looking for affordable housing, they also highlight the strong demand for apartments in Tacoma. With vacancy rates at historical lows, rents will likely. So these one-bedroom apartments, $2,540. There's hardly any vacancies. They're filling up and filling up. So they're just going to keep raising the prices if they can get it. Is there any comments? I like it when people, I like when people have conversation about it and post a comment, but okay. So that was that one. Let's do the next one. So if you're ever planning on moving to Tacoma, don't do it. Okay, this is everyone can do it. Yes, I would love to learn how to do that. Grow my own crap. They come to give birth in secret. They leave without their babies. Listen to this. Being single and pregnant. Hold on. Get back here. In Japan, a country with restrictive abortion laws, this hospital lets women give birth anonymously and put their babies up for adoption. Being single and pregnant is never easy in Japan. That can be a downright humiliating prospect. Japanese society looks down on single mothers, often denying them full-time jobs and even rental housing. Parents are ashamed if their daughters are pregnant without being married. sometimes cutting them off entirely. Abortions are largely out of the question. Women must get their spouse's approval for the procedure, and almost impossible feat for single women or victims of domestic violence. Most of them would end up giving birth to their children, but in extreme cases, desperation has driven women to the unthinkable, abandoning their newborns or worse. So, I'm going to say this, I'm not going to be able to monetize this video. What's new? I always have to screw it up somehow. And in this article, there's another little article that talks about a panicked woman gives birth in an airport bathroom, suffocates the baby with toilet paper. I mean, I'm not clicking on that one right now because I don't want to know what she did after that. In 2019, a young woman whose doctor told her she couldn't get an abortion. Oh, this is okay. It's in the same article. Okay. The doctor said she couldn't get an abortion. She suffocated her baby in the airport bathroom in Tokyo. Then, in May, a 29-year-old woman was arrested for leaving her newborn in the toilet bowl of a Love hotel, its umbilical cord still attached. Harrowing cases like these have made national headlines for years and helped motivate Takeshi Hasuda, a gynecologist, to start Japan's first and only service allowing people with unintended pregnancies to give birth confidentially and put their babies up for adoption. In May, it welcomed its second baby born to the anonymous mother. The mother told us that if she didn't have the option of giving birth anonymously, she likely would have killed herself along with the baby. Who does that sound like? Who does that sound like? Sorry. Hasuda is the head gynecologist at Ckeckin Hospital in Japan's southern prefecture of Kumamoto. I don't know. In 2007, the hospital founded one of Japan's first baby hatches, which allowed women to drop off babies anonymously. In 2019, he took the idea a step further by allowing women to come into his hospital to give birth anonymously, so they wouldn't have to risk giving birth alone at home. A year before, a 25-year-old woman gave birth in a comic book cafe and killed her newborn, a tragedy that spurred Hasuda to provide the service. Patients who choose confidential births bear no medical costs and are only asked to share their name and identification with one staff member. Their newborns are taken to adoption agencies. Hasuda took an inspiration from Germany's own confidential birth system, which similarly allows women to give birth anonymously in a medical environment. Healthcare workers have praised it as a life-saving way to help women who are in crisis and those who don't have access to traditional support systems. But unlike in Germany, in Japan, the service is not governed by any legal framework, raising concerns about the children's future. Women's rights advocates in Japan believe Hasuda's service is only necessary because the country has some of the most restrictive policies toward abortions among developed economies. Women are only allowed to get abortions up to 22 weeks of pregnancy and must also get spousal consent, making Japan one of the at least 11 nations that still require such approval. Though victims of domestic violence are exempt from the rule, doctors have been known to shame women for their pregnancy and their inability to get their husband's consent to have an abortion. In order to totally eliminate victims of infanticide, I can't say this word, infanticide, infanticide. Where am I? And women who give birth alone without any medical assistance, proper legislation is needed. That's what I'm working towards, the guy says. So he's Hanako, a 39-year-old single mother, said she would have considered using this guy's birth system had it existed when she had her son 5 years ago. So, okay. The median house, hold on. Hanako was also worried she didn't have enough money to raise a child on a single income of about $2,300 a month. She said the median household income in Japan then was about $3,600 a month. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Well, what do you guys think about this? Right, Gigi, and that's disgusting, right? They can get, well, and we know some politicians who are, all good for some of these, for women to have abortions until, even till birth, that they say they're for taking their life at birth. How sickening is that? I bet that's nice, Marie, right? Um, that's probably nice. Picker, do you have the links, if you're still here, Picker? Do you have the links for our other channel, for my TikTok and all that stuff? If you could share those, that would be great. If you guys could sub up to my other channel, it's a channel Picker and I are going to be doing some videos on once we can coordinate our time together, but it's kind of going to be like a conversation type thing. Is that my YouTube? Isn't that what we're on, Picker? Okay. So that was that. I think that's sickening. 5.5 months. Ugh. Okay. Then we know there was a lettuce recall, okay? Washington State to face prolonged food shortages. We already know that's going to happen in many areas. Okay. Let me go down here. Does anyone know what the ick is? Yeah, this is the YouTube channel. You've only had one coffee. Yes, there's my TikTok. So there's the TikTok. I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers. I'm close, but yes, Marie, absolutely. Okay, so there's the TikTok one. Here's the Court of Public Opinion. So that's the other channel that we've done a couple videos on. So do you guys know what the ick is? What's the ick? What is the ick? The ick is this. I'll tell you what the ick is. We've all been there. You're crushing on someone, fantasizing about them, and hey, probably creating an idealized version of them in your head. Maybe things even progress in real life. You hang out, you go on a few dates, and then bam, you notice something about them, or they do something that turns you off instantly. Maybe they're mean to the waiter, kiss strangely, or use the wrong laughing emoji. Whatever it is, it's shattered your fantasy and the possibility of a third date. You've gotten the ick. If you spent some time on TikTok within the past year, you've probably heard users speak of the ick. The hashtags the ick and the ick is real have 1,471.1 and 17.7 million views, respectively. And the videos are under the hashtag feature, mostly women detailing the things men have done or said that has given them the ick. So what is an ick? Simply, it's a niche turnoff. When someone experiences the ick, it often manifests as a gut sense that causes them to become completely repulsed by a person that they're dating or were previously attracted to, possibly forever. So what causes this unexpected change of heart? Change of heart obviously varies from person to inflicted person, which is why it's near impossible to avoid giving someone the ick. While of course there are some universal icks, like witnessing someone you're dating yell at their mom or pick their nose, many icks, at least by TikTok standards, are completely arbitrary. Arbitrary. Um, hey, Christola. A bad kiss would do it. Dirty teeth, a dirty mouth would do it for me. What's Robert? What's typical? Um, oh, your boys booted out of my room for a while. I gotta learn how to post. I can't. The reason I don't post anything on here, is because I don't want to go off of here and then go grab things I want to post. So here's a non-exhaustive list of things that have given TikTok users the ick. Not liking hummus, putting his hands up on a roller coaster, standing in a long line, his music taste, playing cricket, chasing a rolling tennis ball or ping pong ball on the ground, can't do a cartwheel, jumped weird on a trampoline, sniffed loudly, sat cross-legged, sent the pleading face emoji, had an iPad, ate pork, studied business, was too nice. Wow. Good. Okay, good, Marie. I'm happy. Oh, mostly women get the ick. Yeah, mostly women are the ones who have the problem. I wonder how they came up with that word though. Oh, it's somebody who appeared on a reality TV show that whatever. Wow. An ick can lead to an itch. Yeah. Native. Then we have a new dating app, a dating trend, I mean. Let me see something really quick. Do I have my oops, not my library. Hold on. I want to see my channel real quick. Hold on. Yes, okay. Hi, Dances with Squirrels. Nice to see you. Um, um, so tomorrow my daughter's gonna come and take care of Sosie for me. Hearts for Bella because she's awesome. Thank you, Native. You guys are awesome too. You know that? You guys are awesome too. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay. Let's go to, oh yeah, the oystering, the new dating trend that is here to stay. So it's another dating thing. Oh my gosh. No, don't just delete all your dating apps and give up hope in your quest for love. Oystering is just the trend we were waiting for. Breakups are the worst feeling ever, and no matter how much we try to keep a bond forever, what's not meant to be is just not meant to be. While there are not so pleasant dating trends out there, oystering is something that single people will actually enjoy. No, it doesn't mean you eat a lot of oysters to find your way through the singleton kingdom. It's more uplifting than that. What is oystering? Have you ever heard of the phrase, the world is your oyster? It basically means that nothing in this world exists that is out of your reach. You just have to grab the opportunity and take the leap of faith. That's what oystering is. Simply put, it is living your best life and embracing being single while enjoying your independence. Someone please play Single Ladies by Beyonce. This dating trend basically emerges from the idea that singletons should see the world as their oyster after a breakup. You may find love at the corner of your street or on that post breakup vacation or at the dry cleaners when you go pick up your stuff. There are endless possibilities, and amidst that is you, someone who is single and ready to get back on the market. So these people are so cheesy. They have to make a name for everything. Oystering? Give me a break. Okay, this is a disturbing article. A white pastor found guilty of high treason plotted to kill black people by poisoning water. The world is full. Okay, 61-year-old Harry Johannes. Come on. So 61-year-old Harry, I think I had the ick after a wild weekend of sex in Taiwan, but the medic gave me a shot. It was all good. Like oyster. Yes, oystering isn't a good label, right? I thought your world was your pear. Bee lady. Okay. What is this doing? Is it not making it able for me to read now again? Wait, what's going on? Okay. Sorry, guys. We're having technical difficulties here. I believe it was South Africa, Bee lady. I don't know why there's a problem with that with the oh, I need to get a cushion for this chair. My butt ends up hurting pretty bad. If I remember correctly, it is in South Africa, if I remember correctly. So yes, stay away from that water. That's disturbing as hell. It's not letting me. Weird. It's not letting me play that. Weird. It's not letting me. I knew packaging sizes were shrinking. I got my vape juice finally, Bee lady. Yes, finally. I knew it. Yellen says inflation to stay high. Biden likely to up forecast. What? Tea sold in 23 states is possibly contaminated with hepatitis A. Yeah, life is like a bowl of cherries filled with pits. Did you guys know that the pits of cherries and the stems have cyanide in them naturally? I didn't know that. So, I can't talk about that. Sorry. I can't talk about that. Yeah, I noticed the chips bags were getting smaller, and then the Gatorades I just saw. New state rule could cost Washington coffee stands thousands. You know what? It's just never ending, you guys. It's never ending. And I really, oh, you know why it's not letting me do it? Damn it. It's because it says I have to update. That stupid friggin'. Oh my gosh. I like to pay attention to things that are going on, so I will try to. Okay, here, I got it. Here it is. Okay, honey. Just take a shower and leave it on. Eat help you buy bags of chips, etc. Yeah. Right, they're only filled halfway already, and now they're shrinking the bag. So 61-year-old Harry Johannes Nosen Knossen, former pastor and leader of the National Christian Resistance Movement, may be one of the most heinous individuals there is after being found guilty of high treason for plotting attacks and even forming a biological weapon to kill Black people in South Africa. As reported, oh my gosh, Sos is bugging me. Hold on. Sos, what? Enter thy kingdom. Down. What do you want? Go lay down. Go get your treat. Go on, go get your stuff. Hey, lay down. Good boy. You so handsome. You so no, sit. 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 Good boy. You got boogie in the eye? This is your nasty blanket, so you get to you want to listen to the story? You want to listen to the story? Okay, I think Native wanted to say hi to Sosie. There's Sosie or Christola. Say hi. Okay, this is sickening, you guys. Nelson's primary goal was to overthrow the government and wipe out hundreds of South Africans due to racist ideologies he would use to recruit others into his morbid plan of attack. The terrorist group even highly considered poisoning water reservoirs in Black communities by using a biological weapon. Nobson also managed to be found guilty on unlawful possession of firearms charges after weapons and ammunition was found during his initial arrest in the town of Middelburg. The plot by the pastor's group was foiled in 2019 by South Africa's police and intelligence services, who have since dismantled the organization's cells across various parts of the country and arrested some of its leaders. Nosen was convicted on evidence from witnesses, including members of his group who are already serving jail sentences after they were convicted of similar crimes. The state alleged that Nosen's plot was motivated by his highly racial views and that he sought to justify his beliefs on religious grounds, claiming that he was ordained to reclaim South Africa for white people. To further this end, he planned to attack government institutions and more specifically, police and military institutions. Wow. He also attempted to use cyber warfare to his advantage by recruiting former members of South Africa's military over Facebook. It was on the popular social media platform that he also admitted in his testimony to sharing recipes in order to manufacture explosives. Thankfully, those plans were thwarted with his November 2019 arrest, which resulted in a dismantling of cells throughout the country. At a time when it feels like all weapons are being formed against the Black community in some way or another, reports like this remind us now more than ever to hold on to faith and pray for those who have been victimized against their will. Wow, that's sickening. Research shows a large part of South continue to take over the farms of white farmers. They want their land. Yes. That's what I've heard. I heard that a while back. Your dog barks when your door squeaks. Sorry, Gigi. Oh yes, you guys. If anybody would like to buy me a coffee or, Buenos or whatever, there's my Cash App. I don't share PayPal or any of that stuff. Like sometimes people want to give me a tip or whatever. There you go. If you feel like it, go ahead. If you don't, then don't Obligated. Research shows Black suicide rates are even worse than they appear. Black American suicides are 2.3 times more likely than whites to be classified as undetermined at the time they occur. Suicide rates among Black people in America could be much higher than most studies suggest. According to the Suicide Prevention Resource Center, Black people commit suicide at a much lower rate than the overall average U.S. suicide rate. Data suggests that the age-adjusted suicide rate for Black Americans in 2020 was 7.7 per 100,000 people and 16.8 per 100,000 people for their white counterparts. But Ian Rockett, a West Virginia University researcher and investigator, believe these numbers are drastically misleading. Black American deaths are 2.3 times more likely than white deaths to be classified as undetermined at the time they occur. After years of researching the epidemiology of suicide, Rockett found that medical examiners and coroners consistently lacked sufficient data to accurately determine causes of death among Black Americans. Therefore, suicide rates among Blacks are misleading, and the data proves as such. When there's less psychological documentation, they're more likely to be labeled as undetermined intent. This leads to suicide misclassification. A study published this year found in the Suicide and Life-Threatening Behavior Journal found that words like depression and anxiety were commonly found when researching the white deaths. When investigating Black deaths, words like questionable and no further details were commonly found. Other risk factors for suicide, such as medication, information, and family problems, were also commonly found in white narratives, but missing in Black narratives. When there's less psychological documentation, they're more likely to be labeled as undetermined intent, Rockett said. Information is king, and medical examiners frequently get less when the person who has died is Black. According to a study in the National Library of Medicine, only a fifth of Black Americans who die by suicide leave notes, as compared to a third of white Americans. White men, indeed, commit suicide at a much higher rate than anyone else in America, but those statistics are missing a ton of context. Black people in America do not receive the same quality of health care when compared to their white counterparts. Within those disparities and lack of documental medical information, this suggests that more Black people are committing suicide, as statistics show. If this data is correct, more suicide prevention resources are needed in the Black community. I agree with that. Wow. Okay, what was I gonna do? See, a lot of this stuff I like to read through because, are you okay, babe? A lot of people don't know this stuff, you know? A lot of people don't know these things, and it's good information to have. Old VHS tapes could be worth a small fortune. So if you have some old VHS tapes laying around, you might want to see if they're worth anything. You might be able to put a little pocket change in your pocketbook, a little money, a little green in your pocketbook. So this is, okay, I want to share this with you guys. This is advice from dying people. So just sit back and listen to this. Advice from dying people. Despite the depressive nature of the topic at hand and slightly ominous title, I want to preface this article by stating that my intent in writing this is to share what I have gained from working with individuals during their last chapters in life. Although a taboo topic, death is an inevitable part of life, and there is infinite beauty to reflect on before that time comes. Here are their thoughts. Names have been changed in order to protect privacy. Dangerous dogs. Oh, that's scary. Dude, no, that goes with the other. Yes, Lady and the Tramp. And then Robert was saying that he has a. You have VHS, Lady and the Tramp? It's worth big bucks. So Robert has one that has. Robert, which one is it that you have? Okay, let me continue. I never perceived myself as someone who would want to work in the end of life care. In fact, that was never the plan. That was until I reached my sophomore year of college and needed to obtain patient contact hours in order to apply to graduate school. I obtained certification and started the job search. That's when I found a job posting for a hospice assisted living facility. I immediately applied. The pay was very well for someone in my position, very broke and in college, and I knew it would be a great opportunity to gain patient care experience. I shortly Upon my hire, I wondered if I had made a huge mistake. I was working the night shift, usually alone, and also trying to manage going to school full time. But I decided to stick it out, and I'm incredibly thankful I did. Rodney was a resident of the facility for several years prior to my hire. He was a kind and gentle man, short, often wore suspenders and a flat cap, and always had Billy Graham on the tiny TV centered above his dresser. When I reflect on Rodney, I can still hear the faint static sound from the TV and envision his mountainous collection of newspapers, likely dating back to the 1980s. Rodney suffered from Alzheimer's disease. He had a wife, children, and many grandchildren that he could no longer remember. Even though Rodney had little recollection of his previous years, one passion he never lost was his love for God and others. Every time I entered his room, he eagerly asked me if I knew Jesus. I always responded with yes, and I told him I was also a Christian. His smile would grow until he would quickly forget the conversation at hand. The last time I saw Rodney, shortly before his passing, he looked at me and said, "I'll see you again someday," with such a sense of peace about his demeanor. I didn't know if he meant he would see me again at the facility or if somehow he had a sense that he was passing soon. But I would like to think that Rodney's faith carried him all the way until the end. Betty, I really don't need your help. This was often Betty's response. I really don't need your help. This was often, oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, where's the rest of it? Ow. Where'd the rest of it go? Damn it. Uh-oh. What the hell? Sorry, guys. Where's the rest? Weird. I don't know where the rest of it. Um, Little Mermaid with the original package, which has a package on it. If you Yes, that's right. Allergy medication and bleach responsible for traces of designer drug found in South Australia's water catchments. Catchments, whatever. Wow. What is going on, you guys? 18-year-old's parents say Ezra Miller groomed daughter who claims actor gave loving support and protection. Oh, and did you guys know in Washington State, they're not going to be Picker, what was that? Rodney sounds like a pretty cool fella though. He does, right? Dancing with Wolves. I don't know where the rest of it went. They're not no longer going to be going after people for sexual crimes. Right, Picker? Oh. Like, what is happening, you guys? Are you eating your treat, baby? What, oh, the Beanie Babies. Yeah. I have some of those in the garage. I have so much shit. So my daughter wants to do a garage sale. Um, I think we will Sunday. And I'll be back from working Saturday. And it's getting really close to time. It's getting really close to you guys to having to he's my boss has to be out of that house. So the end of June, and then I'm gonna go hit up the gal at the bank that I ran into. That girl that, like I said, I worked at U.S. Bank with her freaking over 25 years ago. It had to have been 35 years ago. 30, yeah. Gosh, that sounds like, you know. Why aren't we hearing news about that guy who shot at? I didn't hear about that, B lady. Don't sell anything valuable. My divorce, I don't know. The last I spoke to my attorney was I sent him all of our tax information. And at that point, he had said that our what's it called? What's it called when you do a meeting? I can't even think right. My brain is not working. That our was coming soon. Our meeting, whatever it's called, was going to be happening pretty soon. Oh my gosh. You guys, have you watched any of the shows I've recommended? Yes, he's still around. Court date. Well, Gigi, it's not a court date. Well, I don't know yet if it's going to go in front of a judge. The only way it'll go in front of a judge is if we can't come to an agreement. So if our attorneys sit down and we're there and we're in separate rooms and they're going back and forth with each mediation, that's what it's called. He said our mediation was going to be happening pretty soon. So I'm waiting for him to send me, an email or call me and say, hey, this is the date. We're going to do, this is the date for mediation. And talk about who? The guy who, the guy who got shot. I didn't hear about that. Remember, take all of his money, including retirement and dreams. Take his dreams. Well, he's already got a house waiting in Missouri that his girlfriend probably purchased from the money she made from her house here. She probably got a pretty penny for that house right across the street from the lake. Give me a break. So says my only company, you guys, around here. But the gal from church is, telling me that, she has my number and she's going to call me and, I'm going to be getting involved with the ladies and stuff and making some good, you guys can't see me, can you? I'm changing my bottoms. Hold on. I'm going to be making some good friends, some women who are trying to do good in their life and, live for the Lord and out there doing good things for people. That's what I love. I love doing for people, I love helping people. I love giving. I love giving to people. And, I love giving the most. And this is, when we is when we don't have a lot. That's when we're supposed to have faith and trust that we're going to be okay. So there's many times that I've given when I didn't have much, and it was always okay. I always ended up okay. God's always got me. Um, so that's good. But I mean, I'm not going to say sometimes it isn't rough, because it is, Being on a single income in this day and age is, and I feel really sorry for, you know, kids, my kids' age. Like, I can understand why so many of them are depressed and anxious and all that. Like, they don't know where things are going, what's happening. I have Audrey. I do. I have Audrey's company too. I love her. What church is this? And be careful. Don't give them tons of your money. Who said that? Give when you don't have much. God, the Bible, honey. That's what it says. That's what you're supposed to, you know, the fish, the bread and the fish story. Like, if you have very little and you give part of that away, God will bless you abundantly. That's what the Bible says. But I mean, it's not like it's not like I give tons and tons of money away. No, like, sometimes I'll just do things. I'll buy things for someone, or, just get a gift for someone, or give them some money, whatever, to help. If I know someone needs some help, my little bit, every little bit helps. But I'm good. You believe that too? Yeah, it's, no, I'm not going to that church ever. And, come to find out, you guys, that's another thing. My son, he's kind of held some resentments towards me about that. He says, Mom, I know you did it because, you thought that that's what was best for our family. And, he goes, no, I wasn't happy during those times. Like, really? But he seemed happy. I don't know. As a parent, you can only do the best you can. And if your best, if you're giving your best, and you know that you are giving your best, then that's all you can do. If you're sloughing off and being neglectful to your kids or abusing them or whatever, then, you need to change that. But if you're giving your best, that's all you can do. I wish, Native. Oh my gosh, I wish I looked like Audrey Hepburn. Can you imagine? Oh, I would love to look like Audrey Hepburn. I would love to look like anybody but me. I would like to look like somebody else. That was in the Beatitudes, I think. We store our riches not here on earth, but in heaven. Right. We can't take it with us, right? Dances with Squirrels. So that's what we do. Like, if we can help people, we help people. Like, too many people just want to hold everything they have. They've got millions of dollars in the bank, or, 5 cars. Like, why do you need 5 cars? They just want to hold it all. Think about these people that have so much freaking money they don't know what to do with, that could be out there helping the homeless, helping these kids, like the helping with the hunger problem. It's sickening. Like, why does one person need so much money? Do something good. Well, I donate to charity. Well, that's all going to a charity. It's getting split up or whatever, and that's great. I'm telling you, if I had that kind of money, you guys, I don't know how I would do it. I'd have to get some managers. I'd have to figure it all out. Part of me thinks, okay, well, I could just buy like a big, huge piece of property and put like a bunch of apartments on there or something for people and just let them live there. It's theirs. But then you don't want to just give everybody something. You want to help them, but you want to do something, give them something that's going to encourage them to do something for themselves, right? So I don't know if just giving them a home and giving them a car would help, but maybe some people, that's all they need. They just need a car to get to a job so they can pay their bills, or they need a roof over their head. They have a car. They don't have, sometimes some people just need a little help. That's it. And then they'll be fine. Some people, it's a way of life. They've always lived that way and they have no skills, and that's it. That's what you got. But a lot of people, I believe, a lot of people just need a little help, maybe for like a year or something. Give them a job, right? Good night, Winona. I'll keep you updated. Exactly. Like if you could find, if they're employable, right? If they don't have any skills, then, how do we get them to where they can have skills? Picker, wait, how long have I been on here? I have not been on here 2 hours. Shut the front door. Well, you guys heard of Shani for Christ, right? Well, her boyfriend, I don't think they're married. I don't know. He got arrested. They'll learn how to fish and not, right, B lady, that's right. Excuse me. He got arrested for abusing her son. Well, he's been doing this for quite some time, but everyone has enough skills to get a job. Well, maybe if they can't read, you have to be able to read or write, or, there are some people that really have no skills. Like me. No, I'm just kidding. I got these 2 hands. Hey. And I'll use them to scrub or do whatever I got to do. Well, not whatever. Not whatever I have to do. I didn't mean that. You know what I'm saying. One of these nights I want to have a couple drinks, and so I'm excited to have our little group, you guys. So in our little group, we'll be able to listen to music, dance, have fun. Now this is going to be, if you want to become a member, just click the members thing and you can become a member, and members will have special privileges. That's just the way you have to give people something for, the support they give you on your channel. They can clean homes or companies, all types of things they can do. Landmark. My girlfriend grew up cutting cabbage in the fields. That's true. No, I'm not open to OnlyFans until I get that damn stripper pole, Native. Once I get that stripper pole, that's it. I'm all in. I couldn't do it. Guys, I just couldn't do it. Hi, Carly. Nice to see you. I couldn't do it. Hey, no judgment on those who do. It's private. OnlyFans, it's not like it's on YouTube where people can just scroll. That's what triggers me, is when some of these women are on here talking nasty, showing off their body parts, sex toys and all kinds of stuff, and they don't have their channels marked as not for children. That's what pisses me off. If you have an OnlyFans and it's private and you're, doing your own thing, hey, and it's behind a paywall, that's your choice. No judgment. Do what you got to do. But I'm saying I get mad at the women that are vile. Pickles. Hey, I like that name. I've never been called Pickles before. Ooh, I like that. I used to be called French Fry when I was little. Hey, French Fry. So yeah, any members, if you want to be a member, just click on the members thing. It says you can. What about that young lady who made $200,000 selling her farts in it? That's crazy. And bath water too. You too, Carly. I hope you're doing well also. It's nice to see you. I haven't seen you forever. But stripper poles are expensive. You can make me one? Can you imagine me trying to climb up on it and Yeah, Beely, you know there's people that sell their bath water too. But I think you can find some stripper poles on Amazon. Now, they look like the ones that they're not like nailed in or screwed in. They're just the ones that I think like the suction cups or something to the ceilings. I don't know if I trust that, but people are doing what they have to do, and I'm against the sex industry. I am. I think it's terrible that it's so available to people of any age, pretty much. You know what I mean? So I think that's I don't like it. I don't like it because now when that's available, these young 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds, sure, it says you have to be 18, whatever, but that's what they aspire to be. They glamorize, like Beyonce in her song talking about OnlyFans. Oh, Beyonce's talking about it, so it's got to be good now. And that's how they do this. That's how they get these people in. They get them to totally embrace this OnlyFans and these sex things that will make them money. It's like, I aspire to be an OnlyFans model. Really? That's what you want to be? And so it makes it so easy for them. And it's really sad that some of the kids want to take that way out instead of really apply themselves and, use their brains. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. You lost your doggy? Oh, I can't imagine. I'm so sorry. What kind of doggy was she? Yes, and look at Picker. I don't know what I'd do if something happened to Sosie. Picker sharing my Cash App. You guys, if anyone wants to send me a tip, there you go. I'm not going to e-beg for it. That's not me. Please! How long has she been gone, Carly? Oh, he's huge. Carly, he got weighed at the vet yesterday. He's 130 pounds. 130.8. My bad. I'm so sorry. Look at everyone's feet. I'm broke. I bet. Sosa has gotten me through so much, I mean, not gotten me through, but I should say he's been there with me through a lot of heartache, through a lot of things that I've had to go through. He's just been there with me, and I can't even. Sex bots will be a thing within the next day. Oh yeah, yep. Doll based brothels in Europe. Very popular. Cleaning's the main problem. Ew. Ugh. Stop fat shaming. Stop fat shaming. Sosa. Sosa, you want to say hi? Come here, handsome. Come here. You want to say hi? Come here. Come here. What do you need, babe? There he is. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Sosie, come here. Come here. Say hi. Are you being camera shy? Come here. Come here. Let me brush you. Okay. Look. Look how handsome. Please say hi, you handsome. I love you. I love you. I love you. He sheds like crazy. Now that he's had his vaccines, he can go to the groomer. Another fucking expense. God, it never ends. But I've brushed him and brushed him and brushed him for like an hour and a half, and it doesn't stop coming out. So he's got to have a really good deep under what shedding thing, whatever they do, deep, and that will help. But he has to have his vaccine. He had to get his vaccines to go to the groomer. So, what are you looking at, baby? I love it when he does that with his mouth. He goes, "What? There's nothing I can do for you. What do you want? Leave me alone." American Pit Bull Terrier, the sweetest baby. She was 12 years old, cancer. She had multiple surgeries. Gave me an extra year with her. She died in my arms. I'm devastated. I could never think about another. I'm so sorry, sweetie. Yeah, hot weather. Solid head on that guy. Yeah, everybody put hearts up for Carly. That's so sad. I'm so sorry, honey. I can't imagine. Native says lots of... Aw, sweet. Yes. Sosa's so cute. He is, but he's a pain in the ass. I love him. I do, but he's a pain in the ass sometimes. Especially if I want to sleep in on my one day that I could sleep in. He... Literally, I look over, right? I'm laying down. My wall's over here. I look over. He's like right here looking in my face like this. I'm like, dude, can I wake up? Like, I don't want to get out of bed yet. Stop. And then the nights that he's got energy and he wants to stay up and party. It's like, Grandma's tired. I need to go to sleep. No party tonight. Not happening. He's like, woohoo, jumping all over the bed. Like, no, not tonight. June 13th will be a year and I'm still crying. I adopted her when she was 6 months old. She was my everything, my world. She lived. Oh, honey. So you're the type you can't you won't feel comfortable with another animal, right? Aw, thank you, honey. YouTube hid natives and bees heart messages? Why are they doing that? See? Why would they do that? Can you go lay down? All right, you guys. I hate to leave you. What? You go to sleep when I tell you to, young lady. Go to bed. Go night-night. Go to your bed. And he acts like this is his bed. Literally. Like, like it's his doggy bed. It's like, this is where Grandma sleeps. Like, they came up on my screen, perhaps the setting. Oh, you saw them? Oh, sometimes YouTube doesn't like a lot of emojis. That's right. It probably sets something off, right? So Dances with Squirrels saw them. I felt so lost and empty no matter how my girlfriends, they talk to me, my children, it doesn't ease the pain at all. I'm dying inside without her. Yeah, I mean, I have no words for you, honey. Except I'm sorry. Like, that's the thing. Like, when people lose somebody that they love, an animal or a relative or a best friend, a husband, wife, whatever. What do you say to somebody that is going through that? My condolences. That's it. That's me. I'm the kind of person who just wants to take their pain away, but I can't. If I could, I would. I would take on everybody's pain. You remember when he was just a puppy? He's huge now. Unconditional love. Aw. Carly's messages. So you had to unhide them? Maybe you should pray about getting another dog. I lost my Sally, and even though another one didn't replace her, it helped a lot. Oh, bee lady, when did you lose your baby? When did you lose your baby? Sorry. Sometimes the way he looks at me, he's like, bitch. Bitch, get off of there and pay attention to me. What do you need? Can you shake? Oh, can you shake? Shake. Oh, do just one, baby. Shake. Shake. Good boy. No. Hey, no bite. Stop it. You stop it. I love you. No licky. Out. Stop. Stop. Stop licking. Quit licky. No licky. I love you. No licky. No licky. Oh, several years ago. Stop hiding our messages. Look at them big teeth. What? Ew! Do you see? One thing ew! So your slobber is just going everywhere. Come on. You're not welcome right here. This is my area. Go, back it up. Back it up. Go. Sosa, you're sloppy. Like Molly. Sorry, sloppy Molly. Go, back. Back it up. Back it up. Mm. That's so gross. Oh, I know, Jenny. I'm sorry, you guys. I've lost 2 kitties and they're in, you know, the garage. I feel bad. No European Carly. Still have a framed photo, a little figurine on my desk for a dog that died 10 years ago. See? They just live in our hearts forever, right? Teach that boy to hunt some rabbits. He hungry. I'm sorry, Jenny. Oh, wait, passed away, fur babies. Yeah. Oh, is that what they like? Dances with Squirrels? Do they like rabbit? Oh, a cute little rabbit. It's the silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. It's the number of emojis that triggers that. They figure too many emojis could spam, so you have to approve them. So you guys, I'm being really nice about it right now, but I'm telling you, sometimes I think about it and I think, oh, small mammals, aliens name. Sometimes I really get stressed. Sometimes when I've done 2 jobs, right? I am like, and it's a day that my son's mad at me or we're arguing or whatever, and it's been a long day. Sometimes I think, God, I just need a break. Sometimes I want a break from him because he's so freaking needy. And I know it's not his fault, but do you ever just want peace and quiet or nobody around, nothing around that needs you for something? It's like, can I have one day that I don't have to jump up and hurry and do something for somebody? I just want one day sometimes. It's like that would do me so good. But in that one day, I'd be like, I got to do this, and I want to rest. So, one day is not enough. But it would just be nice to have a break. Being he's not my dog. Again, I've said it 1,000 times, even though I treat him like he's my dog. It would be nice to have a damn break. If you give them the bully bones, they're quite expensive, but they chew on for like hours. But you have to be careful with them. They don't choke on bully bones. I've seen bully bones. Hold on. Bully bones. They're not. Wait. What do they look like? It was the worst. I said to her, baby, you want to go outside? And her tongue was hanging out all purple. My son tried. Oh my gosh. The last 3 dogs I had cremated and have them in nice little boxes on a shelf with a picture. Yeah, my little baby kitties, I gotta put them up. Like, they're in tins. One of them's in a tin and one of them's in like a box that I got from one of my friends has 3 kids, 2 dogs, and pregnant. She'll have everyone climbing on her and sitting by her feet while she's trying to. Oh, yeah. Dances with Squirrels. And he's like that, too. He's like a 2-year-old child. I can't go to the bathroom without him following me. I can't change without him being right there. Like, he's got to be on top of me 24/7. Well, when I'm around, not on top of me. You know what I'm saying? You guys stop. You get the wrong idea. Anyways, I just have a lot of things I have to do. I have to, take care of. Oh, that's a nice chair for $50. Oh, I just can't. Like, I have so many things on my mind that I have to get done, and it's everybody else's shit comes first. Seems like. Um, and sometimes I'm just like, depends on the breed, honey. And no, my sister's willing to purchase another for me. I'm not. What was that? Oh, Um, That was weird. Somebody's messing with my shit. I'm so sorry. I'm just seeing my way. Really? Wait, how long ago did she pass away? A year ago? Wow, honey, and that's still, it's really hard. I used to love cats. Now, not so much. I mean, I'm not into cats like I used to be. I like dogs more, but all right, you lovely people. You lovely, lovely people. Oh, I like that carpet. I want to buy something, you guys. I want to buy something to make me feel better. I'm just joking. So go to bed. Do you want to do a? Do you guys want to do a group call? Let me know. I don't like that as my main photo for the. Okay. I have 3 dogs and 3 cats. I can't. They have 9 lives. Okay, you guys. Not a cat. Me either. Not so much. No, not anymore. See, it says, yeah. No, you're not imagining it. Package sizes are shrinking. Big brands quietly shaving quantities while leaving prices the same. You freaking sleazes. Rescued a bird from a cat a week or 2 ago. Son of a gun. Had it in its mouth. Caw-caw! All right, you guys. God bless you. Sweet dreams. Sleep with the angels. Good night, you guys. It's 1 a.m. Yeah, I'm going to. Perfect timing. It's been 2 hours and 17 minutes, but I don't mind having long streams like this because I don't get to come on a lot. So with you guys. So East Coast saying night for now. Much love, honey. Good night. All right, everyone. Take care. And I will see you very soon. Maybe I'll go live for a little bit just to chat. Good night, Robert. Just to chat when I'm on my way down to my other job tomorrow. Love you too, Jenny. Love you guys. Bye. So say bye-bye. Say good night. Now you get grandma. If you guys want to do a group chat, let me know. Okay? Say bye. Bye, Sos. Oh, package sizes. Yeah. Yes, definitely, Picker. What'd you say? Package size are shrinking. That's not really appropriate to talk about in public. Okay. God bless you guys. Good night. Hold on. What is going on? Somebody is messing with my computer. What the hell is going on? You guys, seriously, someone's messing with. I don't know what the hell's happening. No. How do I find out if someone else is in my computer? Picker? Yeah, something's going on. I don't know. Okay. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye. I'm frustrated. Bye.